Welcome to another episode of Wake Up and Live with Bob. Um, if anyone told me 3 years ago or more that the United States would have been separating into two Americas, so to speak, I would have said no, because the Republic, the Democratic Republic of the United States, is too strong, and there are too many interconnected institutions that would actually prevent this from happening. However, we in recent times have seen where we have where conservatives are breaking down into a religious autocratic white nationalism type politics, while Democrats are struggling to hold on to an inclusive democratic republic. This has signaled the growth of two Americas. And it is just a matter of time before these two Americas collide. Now, this has made many Jamaicans living in the United States and other immigrants very uncomfortable. And my suggestion has always been, especially so in these times, for Jamaicans or any immigrants, please keep your country, your Jamaican credentials in order. What do I mean by credentials? I mean your passports or your tax ID or any kind of credentials you would need, should in case you have to move in a hurry, because sooner or later these two you know growing Americas, so to speak, the two Americas growing in this one country, are going to collide. And I don't wish to mean to be or sound like an alarmist. I'm just telling you that who would have thought that, for example, you would have had an insurrection against the United States government, or a formidable attempt to overthrow a democratic election in the United States of America. The fact that this is so, I want us to pay close attention, and this is putting a lot of I know a lot of Jamaicans on edge, because I hear a lot of Jamaicans now putting money and resources into building in Jamaica in the event that those things happen. Well, not just in that for that reason. They're patriotic and social ties reason to, but now more so they're becoming very uncomfortable. Now, when I say there are two Americas growing in the United States, I want you to take a look at this. For example, there's a two dominant mindset that in politics in the United States, that is conservatism and liberalism. On the conservative side, they've been flirting with autocratic rule for a very long time. You can see them becoming more pro-Russian in their tendencies, supporting actions of people like Vladimir Putin. Like, we've never ever seen that happen, ever in the United States. We've seen a suppression of votes by conservatives. The redrawing of district lines to absolutely favor conservatives, to guarantee almost a guarantee victory in any election. We see them becoming very anti-science, anti-facts, and anti-truth. We see them becoming very anti-immigrant, anti-diversity. Every day there is something else about tearing down the integration of the U.S. society. They want a disbursement, no diversity. We see them using the unthinkable church as an instrument, a weapon against social groups that they do not agree with. And I'm shocked that the church even allowed itself to be to be used in these manner in the United States. On the other hand, we see the liberals who are there, they're fighting to keep democracy going. You see them fighting against the Russian type autocracy, that is constantly setting deeper and deeper in the United States. We see them fighting for voting rights, to change, fight off the changes that conservatives are trying to make to suppress voters. We see them broadening and promoting the idea of science. The the um, the promoting of truth and facts in the United States. We see them, being more open to immigration and understand the little rudiments of immigration, why it is important, and that this is a country of immigrants, as opposed to what conservatives would like to tell you that it is not. We see them, liberals, promoting diversity in every single way you want, every single way, in gender, in race, in ethnicity, in different levels of America's stratosphere. In almost every way, we see Democrats, rather than using church as a weapon against people, are assisting in carrying out the functions of what certain religion like Christianity actually preach about helping the poor. These two worlds that are actually emerging in the United States are bound at some time to collide. And when they collide, what you saw on January 6th of 2001 is nothing comparing to what can actually happen. And it is full enough time we stop thinking that the unthinkable cannot happen, because we have seen the unthinkable happen over and over and over. And my big suggestion to people is to pay close attention. And for my Jamaicans in particular, make sure you always have your credentials in order, your Jamaican credentials in order, should in case you have to make a quick move. Do not let the events of the world, you get caught up in situations like that. Make sure you are prepared to move if you have to move. Always remember, even if you're a citizen in another country, Jamaica does not give you up as a citizen. You are still a citizen, so you carry a dual citizenship. Make sure your Jamaican credentials are always in order, and same goes for any immigrant living in the United States. Thanks again for watching Wake Up and Live with Bob, and if you haven't yet done so, please like, share, subscribe, and tell someone about us. And thanks again for watching.